What's happening, people? Back with another reaction, back with some more New Order, and we're returning to the compilation from 1987, Substance. Thank you again to Erik. And the next track on the first disc is Everything's Gone Green. It's an interesting phrase. Obviously, everything's gone something means there's been a rapid change, or at least a complete and total change toward another configuration or situation. Green as a conceptual tone or color, it can mean different things. Sometimes it means something is new and untested or unexperienced. It can also mean things have turned into a sickly way. Maybe the latter seems more likely if either of those are relevant. Ultimately, it could have nothing to do with that. It could be literally the color green, and whether that's a figurative idea of seeing things through that hue, or something that is even more metaphorical, I'm not sure, but let's listen and see if we can pick up what's going on. I do notice Blue Monday is on here, which I reacted to my single 12-inch of that so long ago. It might have been, I always forget whether it was Erasure's O L'Amour or New Order's Blue Monday, but one of those two was the very first 80s/synth-pop reaction I ever did. And ultimately those old reactions are so weird for me to look at now, not only because it looks like I'm in a sandstorm from the 70s, but because I had this different approach to the reactions because I had been doing all techno and punk rock before that, and the viewership was very small, so it was just, me being a weirdo. And now that there's more people involved in the channel, I try to be a little bit more professional, and when I see one of those old videos, it's so bizarre. In any case, as I said, the next track is Everything's Gone Green, and it's included on the 1987 compilation Substance. There we go. Like that triple snare. I do love that guitar also. That does sound very discotheque. top. Yes, but a moment later than I thought. So that is a crazy track for a couple different reasons. First of all, it sounds like a blend between more traditional instruments, a more, drum and guitar driven track, and one which has some keyboard slash drum machine stylings. So it feels, in a way, transitional, late 70s, bleeding into the 80s. Now, again, this compilation is from 87, but I think the tracks come from different years, so I wouldn't be surprised to find that's an early 80s track. In any case, yeah, it definitely has a bit of a sonic mixture to it in terms of the types of sounds. I will say the rolling and cycling and flourishing percussion throughout really stood out. Again, that triple snare run in particular. The vocals seem to be, again, a bit buried, maybe not as many as on several of the tracks on Movement, but still, there were a couple moments where it felt like the vocals were sort of hiding beneath the overall sonic atmosphere. Also, there were some moments where the really rapid fire electric bass line stood out notably. There were a couple moments that reminded me of Blue Monday. One, that synth lead, I think, which took over in a couple moments as well. The synth bass stood out in a couple parts, but also that really rapid fire staccato style synth melody, that really came to the fore in a couple moments, and that just gave me the feeling, again, of being at a discotheque and dancing to something like Blue Monday. But there was a line, I think it was like, "The future is before me," and it made me think of the line, "Now you stand before me" in Blue Monday. So being before me seems to be a phrase that has come back in at least a couple of their tunes. So yeah, a couple moments along the way reminding me of the very little bit of New Order that I knew going into this journey, but still very different overall, I would say, than Blue Monday, in that it sounded less like a four to the floor, just get your feet moving on the dance floor and dance to the electronic sounds, compared to that track. Still, again, the natural drum sounds and the a bit dissonant mixture of a darker kind of rock tune. And I did love that atmospheric, lingering sort of guitar work. There was a very evocative, think about emotions feel to that guitar work. So a really cool track. Curious to know what people have to say about this. I didn't pick up enough of the lyrics to get a sense of what "Everything's Gone Green" may mean, though if you're talking about the future, you are talking about the passage of time, and that inevitably involves change, so I do wonder what is going on thematically. Let me know if you have any idea, and I will see you next time. Peace.